Hello, we're back. We're playing Resident Lovers, and today we're going to try and finish the Miranda route. This is where it crashed last time, and that's why I didn't have a save. So, summoning your courage, you turn your neck carefully, not to hurt yourself. No, nothing at all. This might hurt, but it will feel better in a moment. Miranda does something, and it does, in fact, hurt like hell, but only a few moments later, the pain is gone. There. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Miranda doesn't let go of you just yet, opting instead to twist you towards her so that she can see you properly and trace you with her eyes. Her eyes, they're so blue, but you can see flecks of gold in them and even red. What is it? What? You're allowed to look at me, but I can't look at you? Don't tease me. A thrill runs down your spine. I think it's supposed to be a chill, but I like a thrill too. And it's not fear. All alone here in the woods where nobody could find you. A low growl emanates from Miranda, and your nose is brushed just so... Beep! Miranda freezes in place. She pulls away from you before pulling out an honest-to-God pager and glares at it. Her eyes go over what is written, although it can't be that long, multiple times before she purses her lips in frustration and pockets it. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? You shake your head, thinking clearer than you had before. It's all right. I'll talk to you later. Walk with me back? Yes, of course. She reaches out, and instead of hooking your arm with hers like you did at the beginning of the date, she loops it around your waist and holds you close. You end up splitting up near where you met, and Miranda gives you this look, promising something, before completely ignoring your concern over her image and pressing a kiss to your cheek as a way of saying goodbye. Don't go anywhere. Her voice is frail, and it compels you to assure her that you aren't going anywhere. I won't. I promise. She separates from you and walks in the opposite direction you're headed, her pace suddenly fast. All the way home. You're filled with thoughts of her. Outcome 2, the lovers. I don't know what outcome 2 is, but that's where we are. All right, I have to know. You pause mid-step, sensing they're talking to you. Know what? How in the world did you tame her? The untamable. She's so interesting before, completely unflappable, but now she stares after you. How did you do it? You know, I'm not really sure. One day she hated me. The next, she didn't. Truly a miracle. You can't tell if they're being weird or if you're just used to it. Is it bad if you're just used to it? Actually, while I have you, I've always wanted to know, why blue? As opposed to purple? That's not what you meant. But really, is it voodoo? A sacrifice? What's your deal? I don't remember B's voice. It's everywhere. Shaking your head, you scratch the back of your neck awkwardly. None of the above. I was just... Oh, I've pulled out my hair now. It looks weird. I was just myself. That isn't quite what I meant, but good to know. Oh, MJ? Hey, don't just walk away and ignore me. They leave you all on your own, chasing a familiar figure out the door and into the streets. You huff in amusement at their behavior before continuing on your way back. Tamed? Hardly. It's more like you're being tamed, if anything. Not that it's hard. Mira, have you considered not drinking this? No. Have you considered it's difficult to make? Yes. And it's my coffee order. Miranda smirks after she swipes the cup from you, taking a large sip before setting it back down. Nobody has complained before. Because you're scary? Not too scary, though. I don't count. I have a death wish and a weakness for women. Miranda leans back on the desk before tugging you closer and hooking your chin on the crook of her finger. For all women or just me? Stuttering. That's what I'm doing. Stuttering, you unconsciously lean into her. That is a trap. Fortunately, you don't have to lie to sidestep it. Just you? You don't sound too certain. I am. She isn't holding on to you at all. Yet when she moves the finger under your chin, you follow it, obediently, even as she leads you closer. Especially as she leads you closer. I suppose I believe it. Following the natural instinct to poke back at her, you can't help but parrot a similar question back at her. Suppose? Miranda tisks. Miranda tisks. Tisk. I hate that word. Thumb coming up to hold you in place. Oh. I believe it, you insufferable little crow. There's a moment where the two of you simply stay where you are. You, captured, Miranda, pleased at her catch, and the soft chatter of students outside walking to their morning class. Poor fools. Just as you decide to push forward, Miranda turns her head and denies you. Work first. Cruel and unusual. Surprised, Miranda lets out a laugh and kisses your temple. Work fast, love. I'm not known for my patience. With anybody else, that would have been a threat. However, you burn all the more at it. Yes, ma'am. Insufferable. You like it. Miranda smiles, eyes full of secrets, and doesn't say a word. The next few days are the same. Miranda waving a carrot at you, and you chasing after it like always. There seems to be a general consensus that the rumors are true, and suddenly Miranda goes from furious over the invasion of privacy to completely fine with it. She had gone through that entire convoluted plan just to get people to stop talking about it, and now she's actively working against you, so that everybody knows you are hers. She was not lying when she said that she was possessive. Even the idea of somebody else taking an interest in you would be enough to set her off. But now, as you sit in class, Professor Dimitrescu instructing and occasionally giving you a side eye, you realize how utterly distracted you are with all of this. When you manage to tune in, you take notes of her words. Exams are coming up quickly, and you really shouldn't be so distracted right now, but mostly you think of Miranda. Eventually, class ends and you're left to pack up. You can feel Professor Dimitrescu glaring at you, and you try to move as fast as possible to avoid any confrontation. Had she noticed you weren't paying attention? You can't say you're not surprised, considering you likely weren't that subtle about it. You look up from where you're sitting and see her pointing at you. Awesome. Come here. I'd like to speak with you. That's not her voice either, but it's been a long time, okay? You get up, cautiously walking towards her, wearing a scolded puppy expression, no doubt. I have heard murmurs about the campus of a possible scandal brewing between you and the headmistress. Oh. This might not be good. You have? Your voice comes out 2 pitches higher than usual, and it makes you close your eyes and immediately give up the act. Stupid stress making you have a shitty poker face. Or poker voice. So it is true then. You are setting yourself up for failure, little one. You're not ready. Perhaps I ought to talk to the headmistress about this. Go. You're dismissed. Part of you wants to talk back, but another part of you knows that it'd be both more entertaining and easier for you to let Miranda handle it. Maybe I'm not ready. It's not for you to decide. You feel aged all of a sudden. You haven't changed. Professor Dimitrescu's eyes widen, her mouth opening in possible indignation before you turn. Have a good day. You have no idea what possessed you to say that, but the way that she immediately reacted to it makes you think that perhaps you should be taking this moment of instinct a little more seriously. Oh, Tell me you aren't actually sleeping with her. 1 foot in the door and you're already being confronted. Daniela, while serious, is gripping a pom-pom Purin stuffed animal, and it's making it difficult to take her seriously. I'm gonna need some context. You've got game, can't you believe it? Headmistress is so serious all the time, although I think she hates me. She does. What are you wearing? My investigating clothes? I doubt you got much done. Anyone could spot you a mile away. Angie pouts, demands you not to say anything, and goes to change. I'm back. Now, let's talk about you sleeping with the headmistress. I'm not sleeping with her. Angie squints at you and Daniela doesn't shift at all. We haven't gotten that far yet. Tell me everything now. Oh my god, this is so cool. My very own roomie with the headmistress? How did you do it? Is she mean in bed? You haven't gotten that far. Sorry, I didn't really know that. I didn't really want to know anyway. You're not like in trouble, are you? It's a poor way of phrasing it, but you understand what Daniela is asking you. It's okay. I'm choosing this. Angie is still prattling on about how cool this is and that she doesn't want to truly know everything, and you find yourself wishing you had just run out the door. Is she mean, like step on me mean, or is she like nicer? I'm not answering that. So she is mean. Goodbye. As long as you're okay. It's a slippery slope when it comes to her. You'll tell if something is wrong, right? Oh, yeah, Rumi, if she messes with you, you should tell us. I would lose in a fight against her, but I'd fight her anyway. I've always wondered how strong she is. I know she can win any verbal fight, but like, I've never seen her punch someone. I feel like it'd be really interesting to watch, but anyway, yes, I promise to tell you if something is wrong. They both stare at you as if to verify that you're not lying before glancing at each other and nodding. Well, anyway, I'm going to the skate park. Oh, wait for me. It's so fun watching you destroy the hopes and dreams of lesser skaters. That isn't the point, and I'm not that good. Yeah, you're the best. Daniela grabs her skateboard as quickly as she can, and Angie obliviously follows her, flutting around like a butterfly. You wonder if Angie is truly that oblivious, or if she just does it to ease the tension. When all is said and done, you've spent the last few hours making sure you aren't about to be blindsided with questions. You need a drink. You huff when you see Miranda is already there, but make your way over. I show up before you once, and you make it your personal mission to be earlier than me? I'm competitive. I'm aware. Everyone is aware. How was your day assistantless? Boring. Nobody to bother. Tragic. And yours? I don't have an assistant, but I wish my day was boring. What are you drinking? Old-fashioned. Ugh, I'm a gag. Okay, not getting that. What is that, a double? Are you sure your day was boring? Precisely why I need a drink. I haven't had anyone to yell at. She pauses, furrowing her brow. It's rather odd that nobody needed me for something stupid. They were busy asking me questions. You've made everyone extremely interested in my life, by the way. I was absolutely blindsided by all the questions. Did anyone act out of line? No retaliation. My roommates were just very inquisitive, and I had the strangest interaction with Professor Dimitrescu. You don't elaborate. Angie's already on thin ice, Danny was just worried, and the professor... Honestly, you want to see that pan out naturally, but Miranda gives you a look. Nobody acted out of line, I was just woefully unprepared. You capture the attention of the bartender. What do you order? Nope, vodka. Miranda widens her eyes as you take the cold shot. What? I'm taking more than one. I guess if I'm doing shots, I'll do a whiskey. Drink successfully ordered, you turn yourself back towards Miranda. Really? It's fine. She doesn't really look like she believes you, but she drops it, which means she will investigate this on her own. You can't win them all. Are you sure you're all right with the way people are talking? You were so upset about it before. Miranda flashes her eyes towards you. Do you care what people say? No. Not really. If I let everyone's opinions affect me all the time, I'd be paralyzed. Besides, I'm not some secret, and neither are you. I'm glad to hear you say that, little crow. She gives you a pleased expression, leaning into your space. I don't care either. You're mine, and if anybody has an issue with it, well... A dark expression flickers over her A dark expression flickers across her face before she refocuses on you, alluring with her expression. I'll fix it then. You swallow thickly at the look she's giving you. It's amorous at minimum, and at most your prey. Her prey. Amorous. Amorous? The bartender sets your drink down, a sudden pop of business having distracted them, and you nurse it, turning towards the bar and closing your eyes. You can feel Miranda's gaze on you, and it only serves to distract you. You're trying to take it slow with the alcohol, but she's making you want to drink fast so you can leave. You hold the glass away from your lips for a moment in order to take a breath and open your eyes again, and you find yourself wishing you hadn't. You shouldn't drink so fast, little crow. You take another drink, not looking away just yet, but Miranda tips herself forward just slightly and holds the hand your drink is in still. She prevents you from moving the drink, okay? That's what she's doing. If you aren't going to slow down, I will make you slow down. Why is she so attractive telling you what to do? She pries the drink away from your mouth, wiping the remnant off your lips, clearly uncaring that people are most certainly watching her. Messy. You are being tremendously unfair right now. I'm not sorry. She gently opens your mouth and tilts the glass up slightly, your drink trickling into your mouth, and the eye contact gets almost unbearable. She pulls it away, and your mouth closes. Are you really patient enough to wait for me to finish it like this? You might have a point. Suddenly, she puts it against your mouth opening on instinct, and tilts it acutely. The rest of it goes down quickly, and you almost splutter in disgust from how quickly you have to swallow it. There. Red in the face, you register a clack as she places it down harshly. Put it on my tab. She gestures vaguely towards the bartender and gets up. Well, in this lighting, her eyes almost look like they're glowing, and they're staring right at you and filled with so much intent. Standing, you take a step closer, linking your hands together. Let's go. Miranda's home is just as ridiculously Spartan as you remember it, but unlike last time you were here, you have more important things to focus on rather than Miranda's terrible work-to-personal life ratio. Be still. Do not make me tie you up. She pauses in consideration. Has it only been like a day? Because I think I'm supposed to go to like a cult meeting later. Yet. Oh, do not make me tie you up. Yet. I can't help it. I swear you're doing that on purpose. I would never. Now sit still before I make you. Idly, you think that threat isn't really working for her the way she thinks it is. You had barely stumbled into the house, off balance because you had nudged Miranda forward when she stopped suddenly in the walkway, and naturally, she had nudged back a little harder. 2 steps past her, and she'd already locked the door and completely stolen your breath. It was as if she had waited for so long that she had suddenly had enough and had to have you now. Not that you were complaining. It had taken several failed attempts before Miranda caved to your demands of not being in the literal front doorway. Now, she has you sat on the bed, and the two of you are practically fighting each other, hence the bickering. My love, if you do not obey, I will get a leash and train you. Oh, fuck. That does not sound terrible, but just before you can lose yourself to that thought, Miranda ducks down and bites before finally prying your hands away from the zip of her dress. Smugly victorious, Miranda pins you to the bed. Tell me if you don't like it. Pupils blown, she smirks, and you lose all general train of thought after that. Privately, however, when you're just about to fall asleep, you answer one of Angie's questions. Yes. Outcome 3. The world. Waking up the next morning had been far more domestic than you had imagined Miranda capable of, but then again, she also nursed you back to health when you had been sick, and you hadn't seen that coming either. Her arm is wrapped firmly around your waist, and you're curled just right enough that your face fits into the crook of her neck when lying down. It's perfect. Until you have to go to the bathroom. Miranda, while more touchy than usual recently, is still an extremely touch-averse person on most days. But this is a different person. This is asleep Miranda, who became upset when you tried to pry yourself free. I'm coming right back. Whining, you try and wriggle your way out with even less luck than before. Now, Miranda's brows are furrowed in her sleep, like she's trying to figure out why you're attempting to leave the bed even in sleep. Mira, I need to go to the bathroom. No response. Mira! Not the response you wanted, as you feel yourself get minusculely pulled closer. It does manage to get a huff of amusement out of you as you idly sweep her hair out of her face. It is rather messy and lacks its usual neat and tidy presentation. Instead, it is wildly tangled, and few strands are very insistent on falling into her mouth. Still, you detangle her hair as you try to wake her up gently. Pretty bird, please. There's a soft sound of content below you, and you actually look down to a waking Miranda who, for all accounts, seems a little disoriented. This confusion is your opportunity as you slip out of her arms. Do you have any casual shirts? Miranda, who looks ethereal in this light, doesn't say a singular helpful word and just stares at you. Well, fine then. You turn and quickly enter the bathroom, noting a confused tone from Miranda as you do so. When you go back, she's still in bed, as if waiting for you to return, and you shake your head with a huff. Come back. Her voice is raspy from sleep, and it makes her all the more convincing as you easily let yourself be coaxed back into bed with her. Once you're close enough, she locks her arms and pulls you in, maneuvering so that once again, you are trapped. Stay. It's only one word, but you're suddenly hit with the desire to never leave. It isn't an undesirable thought. After all, Miranda seems so insistent that she wants you with her always, and frankly, you're a little too comfortable where you are and want to go. I will. The next you wake, it's because Miranda herself is waking you. You open your right eye and peek at whatever is disturbing you, only to find it's Miranda impishly perched on the bed. She does have casual shirts, as she's wearing one now. Her nails are skittering across the arm that hadn't been protected by the blankets. Mira. Come here. It's technically in order. One of the many things Miranda does not receive well, but she does as she's told when you sit up and crook your finger. You grip the shirt in your hands and tug, pleased when Miranda pliantly goes along with you for no other reason than she's willing, and kiss her good morning. Never had you been more glad to have walked into that office without a care in the world whether you pissed her off. You find it doubtful she would have ever liked you if you hadn't continuously stood up for yourself and pushed her buttons. A soft rumble emanates from Miranda, and since she apparently doesn't get hungry, you're left to assume she's making that noise from her voice. You pull away, eyes still lidded from sleep. Morning. Good morning, little crow. You let out a sigh when she brings a hand up to gently stroke your cheek. Do you have any spare clothes for me to wear? I don't particularly want to wear last night's again. Yes, one moment. She gets up and disappears for about a minute or two, enough for you to actually wake up, and you change into it as soon as it's offered. Change of clothes at least temporarily secured, you meander over to Miranda, who's studying something on the desk in her room. You must make a face at the reminder of work because Miranda actually slides back into place as if she weren't reading at all. Not excited for work? Is anybody? Simply don't go then. I work for you. Yes, and if you want to stay here for the day, stay here. I'm too pleased to care whether or not you're working. Are you? Extremely so. Miranda catches your lips for another kiss. She gives them so freely now that she knows she can, and she smirks at you. Mine. She's so possessive, oh my god. Your neck flushes at her words, but you don't disagree. She's gently possessive of you, but this comes with pros and cons, which she does make a point to mention to you. Anything I want? Anything. Well, there's something I've kind of always vaguely wanted to do. You lean close, murmuring despite the fact that it's only the two of you present, and Miranda listens with rapt attention before her mouth parts in surprise. Really? You nod. The desk. You walk quickly, balancing 2 coffees, your notebook, and your phone as you walk. No. Yes. Oh my god. 7. No, not 11. That's not even on the dial. Groaning, you continue to listen to the automated message. This is what you get for forgetting to renew your license. That, added to the fact that technically it's from another country, is making it an absolute nightmare to try and figure out how to get it renewed. You're a little tired of walking around everywhere. People are giving you strange looks, whether it's because of how much you're carrying or because you're getting rather loud about how irritated you are about this entire phone call. Do you need help? You tune the call out and glance to the side and startle when you recognize them. They're the one who helped you at Poppy's. You glance at the teetering coffees, your balance interrupted momentarily. Yes, please. They pluck the coffees from you and smile faintly, gesturing for you to lead them where you're going. Thank you. No problem. To the headmistress? Yeah. You tune back into the call just as they finish. Press 9 to quit. Irritably, you aggressively push your finger to the 9 and decide to try again another day. Pardon. You dropped this. They hold out a slip of paper, and though you don't remember having something that size on you, you take it from them anyway, giving them a grateful smile. Thank you. It seems I'm in need of a lot of help today. MJ is staring at Finch, and you almost feel like you need to walk away to let them have whatever discussion they're trying to have with their eyes. Good to see you. Finch nods to you and MJ and walks away, expertly avoiding anybody in the crowd. When you unfold the paper, you feel your heart rate spike. Change of plans, newest acolyte. Find us in the heart of the school. You had been doing your best to pretend it wasn't happening, but the cult of Eva still existed, and you still have to show up to that meeting, if only to help Miranda out. Everything all right? Yeah. Folding it back up, you stuff it in a pocket and tuck the notebook under your arm again. Here, I'll take these up. Thank you for your help. You rush into the building, not bothering to hear their response, too focused on tonight to slow down. You could have waited. MJ turns to the person behind them. I'm not a good actor. Miranda goes over the notes with a deep focus, lips pursed. I have an idea where it could be. I'll lead you there tonight. You open your mouth. The desire to know at this very second is too strong, but she raises her hand. I am attempting to make it more mysterious rather than scary. You don't really understand how that will help, but you suppose she's trying, and really, you don't want to think about this anymore. Alright, if you insist. Now, come here. Adjusted to taking her orders, you may be even liking it, you do as you're told, leaning in when she directs you to, happy to be a distraction from her never-ending work. We just make out in her office now. Why am I here? Why does this feel like an intervention? I am once again offering, I will tape your mouth shut. Mia, although uncomfortable from her injuries, looks like she never even had a fight with Bella. She insists that it hurts, but you saw her not even 3 minutes ago do a flip because Elena said she couldn't. Elena sits in a chair that allows her to see the door in case someone does come in with the intention of actually drinking coffee or something, but otherwise is utterly not concerned about her job. And for some reason, I personally would love to hear what she has to say. Mia points excitedly. Yes, more from you. Thank you. You're sure, aren't you? We're a little late mentioning it, but you kind of need to be sure. It could change your life. Oh my fucking god! Appearing out of nowhere, they come from behind. When they notice everyone staring at them, they shrug. Saw a crowd. How did you even get in on that side? You glance out the window. The weather has turned sharply stormy, and now it is pouring rain outside. You watch the students rush to get inside, some with jackets, others umbrellas, holding a few holding a textbook over their head, and some either with nothing or haven't given up on being dry. You sit close to the window, nervously tapping your nails on the desk as you wait. Miranda said she would come and meet you here at 7, and it's quickly approaching. What if she doesn't come? Would that be so bad? What if the cult decides to follow up on you and you're by yourself? Or what if you're simply left alone? You feel ill. The door opens and your head turns sharply to see who it is. Maybe a professor, maybe a student searching for a forgotten item, or maybe the door is just broken and someone needs to fix the hinges. Maybe that's who's here. Little Crow. She wears this incredibly serious expression on her face, except instead of it just being serious, she looks weighed down. Are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be. Yes, there's no time for me to be anything but. Always so brave. A grave look descends on her. You should be careful not to run into danger so often, love. You finally stand and circle around the desk to get to Miranda, reaching out, but Miranda catches you completely off guard and yanks you into a hug? No, not quite. She's clutching at you too desperately for it to be quite that. Do not leave me. Again. I'm not allowed to say what? I won't. Good. No matter what, little bird. I love you. Chills go down your spine at her tone. It's ominous and extremely terrifying, if only because of the nature of what you're about to do. Miranda is taking this seriously, and she has warned you to do the same. Still, there's nothing quite as scary as walking into a room, knowing you are weak, and they know more of you than you know of them. You hate being at a disadvantage, which really has made this very frustrating year for you. Miranda finally lets go of you, and vaguely you can feel where she has dug her nails into you. It burns pleasantly, and you feel grounded by the pain. And really, how terrible could the cult be? And if they say anything completely strange, well, you've been proxy trained, so you doubt that you'll be too surprised. You take a deep breath, your mind buzzing with a looming reality. Something is going to happen. You just can't tell how it will go for you. Let's go. Yes, follow me. And if all else fails, you can at least rely on Miranda being completely unable to handle her own emotions. You've never actively spent the later hours of the day in the university itself, just out on the town or in your dorm, and consequently aren't prepared for how dark it gets when the sun sets. You can barely see 2 feet ahead of you, and only when you use your peripheral vision can you register where the walls are beside you. Miranda is holding your hand once she realizes that you did not have the university layout memorized. Honestly, we can't all be in charge of this place. She had immediately insisted on remaining in contact with each other, for both safety and to ensure you don't get lost. You're glad you agreed, because you would probably be walking in circles by now. Miranda is muttering to herself what you think is directions, not that you can understand what she's saying. Suddenly, she stops in her tracks and turns to you. You can see the moon reflected in her eyes from a window conveniently placed nowhere helpful to actually light the hall at night. Why do they not have lights at night? Lamps, torches, anything. We're here. It's going to be the student body room, the student council room. The unspoken. This is your last chance to change your mind. Something in your bones tells you that you shouldn't. By all means, Miranda could have just taken the location given and went by herself. She didn't technically need you, but she had immediately placed you with her. There's something in there, and you want to know what it is. You first, or me? You. You give her a weak smile. Really? How strange could it be? Taking a deep breath, you step into the room. Oh, this is Dimitrescu's room. You've just turned 25 when you meet her. She's a year older than you, and is quite possibly the most intense person you have ever met in your life. She dresses nicely, and she glares at you whenever you pass each other by. It's 1976. Shit. Sorry. You're new, and frankly everyone seems to glare at you a little bit, but nothing can beat the vicious way she tells you to get out of my way. You rear back. You know, somewhere in your bones, that she is mean. She has a propensity for cruelty, especially if someone wrongs her. It is the only way she has survived this long. I said I was sorry. You snap back, quiet in the same kind of protective sense. You will not let her walk all over you just because she's beautiful. Quickly, you gather what was dropped and unceremoniously dropping them back into her arms, completely ignoring her incredulous expression, and then you walk away. She stares after you. You find each other again in the library. Well, more like she walks up to you and demands your attention. I would like to apologize. She grits it out slowly, but shockingly looks sincere. Okay. You lean back, waiting. Miranda only clenches her jaw for a moment before closing her eyes to likely find momentary inner peace. I am sorry for being so... She looks to the side. This is rehearsed for a moment. Unnecessarily rude. You don't sound sorry. Your mouth quirks up. You don't really care anymore, but pushing her buttons is more fun than you thought it would be. And what is it supposed to sound like? She reacts almost immediately before stopping from either noticing your expression or her own slip. Pursing her lips, you almost see amusement in her eyes. Thank you for your apology, Miranda. One day, you simply collide. You have been balancing precariously in the realm between friends and more, but neither of you have wanted to risk the societal persecution that would follow if you were to be wrong. Miranda, softer when she was alone with you, wouldn't go too far past chaste physical contact, resting her hand on your arm, playing with your hair, sitting close, and you wouldn't push past a little more than friendly comments, things that could be classified as friendly if you really tried. Until suddenly, Miranda turns to you full of trepidation, something you so rarely see in her, and tells you. You had thrown a wadded-up napkin at the TV, a no-signal screen tauntingly blaring back at you. You aren't sure what's wrong with it now, since turning the knob had done about nothing, so you had resolved to sit back down and do something else. Feather? Huh? She leans a little closer than usual towards you, a sudden shoot of bravery making her take the leap. Would you please kiss me? And you do. Eva is born 2 years later, and she is everything. No! You're lying! She fights against you, your brain hazy and unable to comprehend as it tries to flick between memories too fast. A birth and a death happen at once. I'm sorry, ma'am, if we had noticed it sooner. A yelp emanates from the doctor, a red handprint forming as Miranda screams. She slapped him. We don't know if it will work. I have to try. Please, let me test it first. No! You stumble back, shocked by her volume. She holds a tube in her hands as she shakes, and it takes you a moment to realize she's crying. I can't lose you. Not both of you. And what makes you think I can? Feather, love, I know you must be overwhelmed. There are so many people here. In the now, their faces are covered, but most importantly, you can feel Miranda behind you, holding you still to avoid any falling or running. Cautiously, you turn. Your mind is hazy as two lives collide and fight for a space. Oh. Who is that? Mother, are they ready? Let them sit. She hisses at them and almost in a daisy. You reach up and, almost in a daze, you reach up and touch her wings. There are so many of them, and they are so dark. Oh. Miranda turns herself back to you, wings puffing ever so slightly. Your eyes. What had once been so starkly blue, intense in the way that you felt utterly seen in a somewhat uncomfortable way, and blue enough that she did not handle unexpected sunlight well, was now gold. She was quite literally an avian goddess. I'm so sorry to have told you like this, but I didn't see another way. You don't sound sorry. I'm not. I'm so very pleased to have you here with me. How am I here? When you left me. She gets agitated at the memory, even though you didn't quite have the whole picture. You can tell somewhat vaguely what she's talking about. It must have been one of your blackouts. I did not handle it well. I was so very lost without you and Eva, and we had already been talking. She pauses, brow furrowing. When our Eva died, both of us were not willing to accept it, and so we decided to look for outside help. Surely, there must be a way to bring her back to us. Eventually, we had a testing serum, something to make us immortal, and I chose to test it before you could. Her wings spread. It was not perfect, but it worked. So I had spent the following months recreating it, perfecting it for you when an aggressive clicking comes from her, anger flaring. They took you from me as well. If I had only been 2 minutes quicker, you would have never been separated from me at all. But I was already trying to get our Eva back, and we were so close, but I... She gets this look on her face, guilty and ashamed all at once, and then she levels her expression. I made a few concessions here and there to get you back, and when we finally got the sign that it had worked, that I had gotten you back, I was so happy. But then the Keeper. She nods to a figure in some sort of special attire. They've been mostly sulking to the side, trying to avoid any conversation. Told me that you had been reincarnated instead. How? Did you know when you saw me in the library? I knew before that. I was there on purpose. Pestering me the whole day for your whereabouts. Oh, yes, everyone remove your cowls. Yes, Mother. She didn't even yell at you for not wearing it. I knew she wouldn't. Sorry. They nod to you. They were the one in the back. The Keeper. Slowly, you see more people lower their hood and come face to face to your friends. Feather, I would tear the world apart for you, for Eva, for us. The story is so long after all. I've been shown that it isn't our first or even second life. Wild and frantic golden eyes find yours and pin them down, desperate to see you, have you, love you. Well? She is your literal soulmate. She broke the laws of the universe and did whatever it took to be with you. Absolutely ridiculous. Miranda's wings shrink in on themselves and you grip her tighter so she cannot let go. My little crow. She hesitates before gently prying you away from her so she can twist you and look at you an arm's length away. Will you stand by my side? Of course. Of course I'm going to join the cult. Don't you listen? Of course I will. I promised you I wouldn't leave. Her eyes flash and she quickly brings you back into her arms, wings curling around you. Oh, I will keep you to that. The people around you, they're your friends, your family. You see Mia gag at the display of affection, and even Elena is playing some sort of game of tag with B, much to the annoyance of Bella. Oh, she looks less upset and more like the student council president you remember. Cold and unfeeling. She glances over at you and sneers. Nothing to see. These are your people. You had been so afraid, but you already knew them. It's going to be me and you, and soon, little Eva. She's murmuring directly into your ear, a low, pleased clicking sound. Nobody is going to take you from me, ever again. No. You think? You won't let that happen either. You clutch at her as she takes something from Avery and sets it against your neck. It will hurt, but only for a moment. Unimportant in the grand scheme of it all, Feather. Pushing it in, you hear the syringe push down. No going back. Not now, not ever. You're mine. An indeterminate amount of time later. Have you met the headmistress yet? No, but I heard she's like the direct descendant of the original or something. Yeah. Students walk leisurely to their classes, chattering excitedly. Do you hear that, Mira? There's rumors you're a descendant of the original Miranda. As if I could be anything but the original. Many lives had been led since that extremely stressful night. You're the original to me. She scoffs and throws a wadded-up draft that had not been to her standards at you. It barely clears her desk. Do not try baseball anytime soon. I won't. You hum and continue your observation out the window. You guys should go to the cafe down the main road. The barista at the counter, Elena, is so funny, and the coffee's good. Anyway, what are we talking about? The headmistress? I heard she's an immortal demon sent to torture students who piss her off. You almost spit out your coffee at that, much to Miranda's irritation. Really? Because I heard her assistant was like sent by God himself or something, because they're the longest lasting one yet, and they get students out of trouble sometimes. Plead to the assistant, not the headmistress. Got it. Mira, how much paperwork do you have left? She opens her mouth to give you an answer that you don't want. A lot, but there's frantic yelling, presumably down the hall from the office. Miranda had managed it somehow, with many fights and tears. She had done it. Mama! And like always, Miranda is incapable of resisting the call. I'm done for the day. Should I just call her when I want you to go home, or what? I have to practically get my hands on knees for you to say okay. Miranda coos in faux sympathy, kissing your cheek as she passes you by. Don't worry, Feather. I will give you your due attention. You grumble, picking up your computer and putting it in its case. Don't be like that. I'm getting better, aren't I? I only made 2 people cry this week. That barely counts. Last week you set a record of 3 people a day. Mama! Go on. If you don't go to her, she'll come to you and stress you out. You shoo her in front of you and out the office door, and turn to double check if you've forgotten anything. You haven't. Leaving the building and watching the students stare at Miranda is almost all the entertainment you need. They're scared of her, even the freshmen, and you can't help but twitch your mouth as they're in stark awe and terror. It's only made funnier when Eva, who's bouncing on her toes, decides walking is boring and takes off before either of you can stop her. Eva! You pick up the pace until you're sprinting after her, catching her just before she ran into the street. She's giggling in your hold, and you find yourself grinning with her and carrying her back to Miranda. That's when you hear it. They're together? They have a kid? Miranda ignores them and reaches for Eva, scolding her gently for running off. When she stands, holding Eva's hand, you unabashedly lean over and kiss her. Gross. Come on, Speedy. We gotta take your mama home before she dies of paperwork. Eva, serious about this matter, nods gravely in the only way a 6-year-old can. Your world is perfect. Nobody you love will ever die. Eva is with you, and Miranda loves you. Everyone is inconsequential. I hardly think I'm going to die, but yes, let's go home. She eyes you with the inside joke, but otherwise lets Eva lead her around. She's going the wrong way, but Miranda doesn't seem to have any intention of correcting her. Yes. Home. We made it, baby. That is the final episode of Resident Lover. I'm glad that everybody's here to finish it with me. Somehow, through all of the videos I have posted on this channel, Resident Lover has been the most consistently watched series that I have made. I don't know what we're going to do after this. If you're still here, I am very glad that you made it here, and it means a lot to me. I guess that's it. I guess I'd give a review. So there's a bunch of different routes, obviously. Everyone's in the cult, and you have to get with all of the girls and like level up to get to Miranda. My favorite is, honestly, Donna was very cute. And she was my first, so I have to love her. My favorite, and then the next after that is Cassandra, and then probably Bella, then Angie, then, I mean, Miranda's is very long. But she's too possessive for me. For me, personally. I know there's people that are into it. But Miranda's too possessive for me. So, and Donna's so cute, though. Anyway, so that is Resident Lover. That's how you date all of the girls of Resident Evil. Surprise, they're all in the cult. Yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you guys stick around. I am trying to plan better. I'm in a new office. We're going to do a setup video, I think. That should be released now because I'm releasing these 3 videos at the same time. So that should be released. You can also go watch the first episode in my vintage story playthrough. And I hope you guys stick around. Thank you guys so much for watching each and every one of these. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.